Hello there. Today, 10 states in Nigeria with the highest number of millionaires. Top 10 states in Nigeria with the highest numbers of millionaires, right? It's been a subject of conversation. How many millionaires are in various states? And as you know, it's been heavy. So the top three in this conversation, the top three on this list, is something that people have been dragging. They say, oh, is this state? They don't say it's this one, is this one, say this one. So today we are going to settle it, and then took our time to do detailed research on the internet with all varying resources, and then we're able to compile top 10 states with the highest numbers of millionaires, the highest number of millionaires. Number 10 on the list is Enugu State. Enugu State is a state in southeast Nigeria, and then he's 10 on the list of the top 10 states with the highest number of millionaires. A lot of Enugu people are businessmen in all kinds of business, from pharmaceuticals to cars to the banking industry to oil and gas, a lot and a lot. And then in spare parts, in furniture, Enugu businessmen are everywhere scattered around this country, and then so to speak. The number 9 is Kaduna State. Kaduna State is in the northern part of Nigeria, is in north central of Nigeria, and then it's number 9 on the list. Of course, you know Kaduna being one of the ancient cities of this country. It's also a heavily choked city with a lot of businesses, and so many Kaduna entrepreneurs are also big, very big in business. And if you've been to Abuja or even Lagos and in some other northern parts, you will see so many businesses that are owned by Kaduna indigenes. Number 8 is Kano. Kano is one of the largest cities or largest states in Nigeria. Also very ancient ties with this country. Kano businessmen are also hugely known all across the country, and a lot of businesses ranging from food, beverages, ranging from cash crops are being done by Kano businessmen. Oyo is number 7 on the list, and if you know Ibadan very well, you know that Ibadan is one of the commercial hubs of southwest of Nigeria. And then irrespective of what Lagos has done to that region, Oyo state also holds its own as one of the biggest business states in Nigeria. And a lot of pharmaceuticals, beverages, a lot of businessmen who invest heavily, and then even in transport businesses. Most of them are also from Oyo State, and the entrepreneurial creativity of the Oyo people is not to be, for any reason, disrespected. Delta is number 6 on the list, and then if you know the oil-rich state of Delta, you will know that a lot of businessmen have emerged from Delta. And then, without mentioning names, you notice that I've kept names away from this conversation, so that I don't call one name, I say I did not call another name, and I say this name is now. So I just left names. But a lot of names in the banking industry, in the oil and gas, in hospitality business, in a lot, right? A lot of, and then even with the emergence of politics, data businessmen have risen, and education too. A lot of data businessmen have also invested heavily in the educational sector, in the finance sector, and then Delta is one of the most industrialized states in Nigeria, and then of course has also groomed some of the highest ranking millionaires in this country. Ogun State is number 5 on this distinguished list. Ogun State, of course, Ogun State sharing being a border state to Lagos, have also received a lot of businesses who left Lagos and came into Ogun State, especially in the Shagamu, Ota areas. And Ogun State holds its own as one of the most industrialized states in this country. And if you check a lot of the pharmaceuticals, beverages, and a lot of a lot and lot of companies, especially with manufacturing and production, even in the beauty industry, creams and a lot of them have been manufactured by Ogun. And then this has also given direct and indirect transaction through varying means to Ogun residents and indigenes, and this has made them a lot of millionaires from the state. Number 4 is Rivers. Number 4 on the list is Rivers. Rivers State, by unarguably, is one of the richest states in Nigeria. Oil rich state of Rivers, and then it has put money in the hands of many Riverians, if that is correct, permits me, and that has given them so much money. Several millionaires from oil and gas, from manufacturing. A lot of them has moved on to creating byproducts. A lot of in banking industry, in the oil and gas industry, in the finance industry, in insurance industry, in hospitality and tourism industries. River State indigenes have had their own and has made them some of the richest, made some of the richest millionaires of them in that state. Number 3 is FCT Abuja. Abuja, though not a state, but being a city at this moment, but it's the third on the order of the richest, with the highest, the place with the highest number of millionaires, and of course, being the administrative headquarters of Nigeria and a diplomatic center of this country. A lot of monies has been invested in Abuja through tourism, through hospitality, through transport, and then a lot, manufacturing, and then a lot of millionaires, because of the opportunities available in varying kinds in FCT, have also moved to the FCT and has made their home. And of course, that has promulgated the idea of being the third highest, city or state now with the highest number of millionaires in Nigeria. Number 2, of course, will be Lagos. Lagos, I know that this is going to bring its own level of controversy, but the truth is, if we are discussing billionaires per se, then we may for residency, right? But if you notice, it's been a subject of conversation all this while, whether most of the people that owns the highest businesses in Lagos are actually from Lagos. That is not why we are here, but for millionaires' sake, Lagos is number 2 as it regards the highest numbers of millionaires in Nigeria. And if you know what Lagos is, the commercial hub, commercial capital of the country, one of the fastest growing cities in Africa, of course, and it's become a home to a lot of Nigerians, and whether millionaires in all currencies by that, and they've invested in tourism in several. The number 1 of the states with the highest number of millionaires in Nigeria is Anambra. And this is not something to even argue about. If you go to Google and type that, you will see that Anambra is not just number 1. Inewi is globally recognized as the richest village, even because the number of millionaires, let's even leave billions, number of millionaires from Inewi alone is quite amazing. And then current studies are going on of how Anambarians have been able to do this chain of money transfer and connect everywhere. So Anambra State is sitting comfortably in number 1 as the state with the highest number of millionaires, and a lot of millionaires. If you just check, I did a video quite a while ago of the number of the top 10 Igbo businessmen. That's the richest Igbo businessmen. And at the point, I was shocked to see how many Anambarians I have called on that list of 10. A lot of, like I said, I'm not calling names on this particular episode. A lot of Anambarians are on the list of the Forbes list of billionaires. And so we are not even discussing billions, we are discussing millions. So Anambra State has comfortably. And then if you disprove this, I'll be waiting in the comment section. Let's have this conversation. And then, like I said, you can use your Google and check. Anambra State is the state with the highest number of millionaires in Nigeria. This is enough motivation for you that wherever you are, you can make it. We are not here to create further disparity or create tribal conflict. It is for us to learn and know that wherever you are, you can be in Plateau, you can be in Uromi, you can be in Kafanchan, you can be in Meduguri, you can be in Sokoto, you can be in Inewi, you can be in Onitsha, you can be in Shagamu, you can be in Sulere, and you can become who you want to be. As long as there is a will and there's a willpower. Go ahead and make it work. Happy New Year.